All right, let's talk about one of the toughest challenges in all of fitness, the 2,000-meter erg test. You know, it's a test of your body, for sure, but it's even more a test of your mind. And here's the thing, you can absolutely conquer it. We're going to break down the mindset, the prep, and the race plan that'll get you across that finish line faster than ever. So, let's get right into it.
First things first, you've got to get this idea out of your head that hitting a personal record is some kind of superhuman feat. It's not. The people who are consistently getting faster, they don't just pull harder, they work smarter. It's all about having a strategy, being prepared, and executing the race you've trained for.
So, what does it actually take? Well, it takes a solid plan. A plan that's built on a very specific mindset, a really precise warm-up, and a detailed piece-by-piece race strategy. And that is exactly what we are going to lay out for you right now.
Look, before you even strap your feet in, the battle is won or lost right up here in your head. So this first part is all about forging that bulletproof mental approach. And this is a huge mental shift you have to make. Stop seeing the 2K as this big, scary monster lurking in the corner. You've got to start seeing it as an opportunity. It's your stage. It's your chance to express all that fitness you've built, to show yourself just how far you've come. So the question isn't, what if it goes badly? The question is, what if it goes incredibly well? You can think of a winning mindset as having these 4 key pillars. First, and this is crucial, you've got to focus only on the stroke you are taking right now. Nothing else exists. Next, block out all the noise. The clock, the person next to you, all of it. Third, row within yourself. Race the race you've trained for, not the one you wish you trained for. And finally, leave it all out there. Walk away with absolutely zero regrets.
This right here, this is your mantra. It's your anchor. When your mind starts to drift, when the pain starts creeping in, when you find yourself doing all kinds of crazy math in your head about splits and time, you bring yourself back to this. Just focus on taking one more good, powerful stroke, and then you do it again. Okay, so once you've got your head in the game, let's switch gears to the physical preparation. This is all about getting your tools, that's both the machine and your body, dialed in perfectly before the clock even starts. The very first thing you need to do is set your drag factor. Seriously, do not just slide the fan lever to a 5 and call it a day. Every single machine is different. Heck, the same machine can feel different based on the dust in the flywheel or the humidity in the room. The drag factor is the only way to make sure the machine feels exactly how you want it every single time. Consistency here is everything. Now, the warm-up. Look, the point here isn't to get tired, it's to get ready. You'll start with about 7 to 10 minutes of light, steady rowing. Just focus on perfect form, really dialing in your technique. Then, once you're feeling warm, you start to wake the system up. 3 sets of 10 really powerful strokes, ramping up the stroke rate each time. And to finish it off, one final 20-stroke blast at your exact race pace. This primes the engine for what's to come.
Yeah, it's a real balancing act, right? The goal is simple. You want to be sweating and ready to rip it from the very first stroke, but without burning up any of that precious energy you're going to need for the actual race. You're just waking the body up, you're not trying to wear it out. Okay, prep is done, mindset's locked in. It is go time. We're going to chop this 2,000 meters into 4 distinct parts, and we're starting, of course, with the first half.
So here's our roadmap for the journey. It's beautiful in its simplicity. Start strong, stay consistent, stay headstrong, and finish strong. Each 500-meter chunk has its own job, its own feel. Let's break down that very first 500. Your start needs to be short and sharp. All you need is somewhere between 5 and 15 hard, fast strokes. The goal isn't to fly and die, okay? It's just to get that flywheel spinning and build a tiny little time cushion, maybe a second or two faster than your goal split. Then, by the time you hit that 350-meter mark, you should be completely settled into the pace and rhythm you plan to hold for the body of the race. The second 500 meters is all about rhythm. It's about consistency. This is where you just lock in, zone out. You don't think about the finish line. You don't do any math. You just execute. Get lost in the work. And remember that mantra, the only stroke that matters is the one you are on. Your job here is to hold your goal split. Dead on. And just like that, you're halfway home. But let's be real. This is where the race really begins. The second 1,000 meters is where things get interesting. It's where you come face to face with the beast, that physical and mental challenge of the erg. You know, pretty much anyone can feel okay getting to the 1,000-meter mark. But right after that point, it's a weird feeling. It's like the machine itself starts pushing back at you.
The handle feels heavier, your legs are on fire, your lungs are screaming. Your goal is to arrive at this point knowing that fight is coming and being ready for it.
Okay, I want to talk about the most crucial part of this entire race. We call it the Phantom 500. It's not an official split on the monitor, but it's that brutal stretch from about 800 meters to go all the way down to 300. You're past the halfway point, but you're not nearly close enough to smell the barn. This is the mental battleground. It's where PRs are either made or completely lost. And inside this Phantom 500, the machine is going to start asking you a question. And it's not going to ask just once. It's going to ask you over and over and over again. With every single painful stroke, it's going to ask, do you really want to keep going?
And your answer, it's got to be instant. It has to be firm. There is no room for negotiation. It is just yes. You answer with your legs. You answer with your lungs. You answer with your will. You just keep saying yes. If you can manage this section and keep your head, you will absolutely set yourself up for victory. You made it. You survived the Phantom 500. Now it's time to bring it home. Finish strong. Carry that determination you just found right into this final stretch. Sometime between 300 and 150 meters to go, you make the call to empty the tank. But here's the thing, you gotta be smart about it. Don't go so early that you fade in the last 50 meters. You only start that final sprint when you are 100% confident you can hang on all the way to the end.
So, there it is, the complete game plan. The mindset, the prep, and that 4-part strategy to go out and conquer your 2K. The machine is going to test you. It is going to push back. And it is going to ask that question, stroke after stroke after stroke. But now you have the tools to forge your response. The only question left is, what's your answer going to be?